Hello. Video. Ignore that I look cruddy. Okay? Just stop thinking about it. You got a new blaster. Well, rather, a new blaster is leaving the household. But it's a pretty neat one. I got this one a few years back. It was actually a gift that I really like, but I don't really get to play with it that much. I don't really play a whole lot with any of it. What I do is research. I'm not playing, okay? This is serious. This is serious. But it's one of the... It's a fallen titan of a branch of Nerf blasters. Not the specific blaster, but the branch, the Zombiestrike line. Probably my favorite one, mostly because I am a big fan of the cobbled together Mad Max apocalypse, making do with what you got. Also, the creative blaster shells, well, when they were created, back in my day, they were sling strikes, but I love when people take construction tools and turn them into fantastic weapons to fight zombies with. Anyway, Zombiestrike Revoltinator. They finally made a strife for the Zombiestrike line. I say finally. This is an older blaster. I think it's 2019. I don't remember entirely. Very cool shell. The only problem, don't tell anyone, I don't remember where I put my magazine. I think it did come with 2, but what I do have is a scavenger magazine that thematically fits the build very well because it is also stamped steel type. It's got the Z on it. Wow. So, functionally, this is a strife. It's a big one. Big fan. So, let's go over what it is. You already get the idea by what I've said so far, but in-strike compatible barrel lug. Very cool. Make the long barrel longer. Sure. And one rail on this thing. Carry handle. You can carry it like that. Why do you need this? I mean, it's semi-auto, so it's not really like you're gonna be DACA. But also, like, one, it does look like a ratchet. Like, and that is cool. But, like, even thematically, I struggle to figure out what this is for. The idea is that they made most of the Zombiestrike series are like improvised weapons. This one, and aren't electronic. The most they'll do is a flashlight. This seems like they finally figured it out. And they kind of made like a Tesla coil rail cannon sort of vibe. And there's all kinds of stuff. It looks like they made like a wrapped, like superconductor. When you wrap a bunch of wire around a battery, I forget exactly what that's called, but you got like more batteries wrapped in wire. You got a flip phone. You got a razor right here, about accurate to scale. It says there are no zombies on the fake screen, but hey, we wish, right? We wish there were no zombies. A bunch of fake 9 volts. You'll see what these are in a second. Anyway, this thing is clearly a force to be reckoned with, right? So we're going to take the mag out and just show the additional mag releases down here. It's ambidextrous, good for us bisexuals. Rev switch, regular switch, the one that makes the blaster go. No safety on this blaster, but unjamming door. Look into the gut. caught him changing. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there, bud? Also, beware of voltage, right? Revoltinator. Re as in to do again. Volt as in electric. Inator. Dr. Doofenshmirtz made it. Revolting. Play on words. Ew. Zombies are ew. There is also a rail down here. Hey, forgive me. Stop typing the comment. Actually, you already left it if it was there. Doth your ears deceive you? There's lights and sounds with this. There's yellow card lights and sounds with this. There are 3 sound effects with this. There's the charging up. Well, okay, there's the blast with the accompanying twins. And then there's 2 charging up sounds. This one's my favorite because it incorporates and also the logo up here. That's just built in. And then you got this one that's but notice, those aren't lighting up. So it seems to switch between boop, 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 boop. This one lights up all the time. This one, I think that's neat. Obviously, this does draw on the, the 4 AA's that this takes. This is the battery tray. You probably could get a feel for that being the battery tray, right? If you just look at this blaster, you get a feel of where its guts are. Yeah, I think it's 4 AA batteries, which is not a lot compared to, like, for context, like a Strife takes 4 AA batteries, and it doesn't light up and make noises and all that good stuff. So, like, you're already drawing off of 4 AA batteries. So, like, as you can expect, if a Strife uses 4 AA's and performs the way it does, and then this also uses 4 AA's, is twice the length of it, and also some of that battery power is being redirected to do all that. It's a little weaker than a standard Strife, but I think you get the difference in cool. This is a cool blaster. It's one of my favorites to pick up and, like, because it has the additional, like, you know, like, that's just neat. So, elite caliber. I did show you an Adventure Force dart and go, this is an elite dart, but you know what I mean. Like, so nothing over here. Now, hold on, wait. Okay, that one does. You do have to let each one spool up. Okay. This thing does not like bamboo darts. My flywheels tend to not like bamboo. Yo, y'all didn't call them blamboos? Rib for her pleasure. Her is not the blaster. Or at least flywheel ones. Elite. Overall, this is, so the magazine that would have been included was an 18, it was like this size, it was an 18 rounder, but just looked like this. It kind of looked like the Chevron stamped steel that like a truck toolbox looked like. Very cool design. I wish I knew where mine was. Anyway, still don't like this. So it's supposed to be, I guess, a sight riser, but like What the hell? Get that thing out of here. So if the idea is that this is supposed to be like a railgun, then yeah, having it like have a slow and being very deliberate with your shots and using that as a slow rate of fire, I can kind of vibe with that, but that's clearly like you playing pretend as to the construction of this blaster, as opposed to probably what the designers intended. Because it's a Strife, like, I don't know if I have said my point clear enough. That's my headcanon for a toy blaster. Is that you're supposed to shoot it slow. Right, okay, so clearly with attachment points, you're like, what goes on there? That doesn't look silly, because Nerf and Strike attachments tend to look a little bit more polished. Well, if you remember, the Scavenger had some accessories. I have them over here, so we're going to add them just for fun. So we got the screwdriver handle, flashlight, we're going to put up here so that we can see the zombies in the darkness. We also have our Scavenger can suppressor, compensator, flash hider. And put it on the end so that the zombies do not hear us firing upon them in the darkness. Note how much quieter that this has become. You can barely hear it. And then we also have our Scavenger PVC plumbing tube sight magazine holder. It's gonna go on top so that we can take out these guys in the dark quietly from far away with plenty of extra onboard storage. So allow me to demonstrate. First, let's do kind of the general But you see what I mean by deliberate shots seem to do better? It's because, like, since the barrel is longer, these are Nerf default flywheels and pusher and guts inside of it. Shooting slow and deliberate, this also would help a Strife too. This helps any flywheel blasters if you let it rev up to its full speed before each next shot. It also lowers the chance of jamming, which I've cleared this kind of has the opportunity to. Also, I am feeding it a bunch of just random different darts and the different textures upon the different heads. If you're eating the same thing in a row over and over, like if you're eating a bunch of plain chips, you tend to expect the next plain chip to come up and you eat it just fine. That being said, if you mix them all in a different amount, you might go, whoa, and you may hang up when you eat a Frito or a Dorito or something, because even if you like those, the difference between them, are you understanding? I know that's a little esoteric, but are you following me, camera guy? Now that one was an elite dart. I don't know that one's excuse. Like when you have to when you pull the trigger, you got to commit, because otherwise it's just gonna get caught halfway and then just not continue, and you're gonna feel like a real jackass when a zombie eats you. You also got some kind of motherboard styling over here. At least I think that's what that is. If you notice, like, me doing that, it's because I'm pulling the trigger, that's muscle memory. That's me doing a full follow through, like, ugh, ugh. Ladies, I'm kidding. I may be empty. I'm not. Beans. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of it's a bamboo dart again. Who'da thunk? I really need to split my bamboos to be in my springers, because that's what they prefer. Alright, let's look at this without the attachments real quick, just in case y'all are like, well, of course it's performing weird. You got all this crap on it. That would be a good point if, because some Nerf barrel extension attachments, this screwdriver is likes to hang on. Also, you don't really get a whole lot of room to like finagle back there. Daggum, this is like the one Nerf attachment that's like about damn bolted on. Also, I'm gonna fire as fast as I can. We'll see if it jams. We don't even have full 10 rounds here. Can I get through them? Like, y'all saw like how if you wait for the wheels to spool up, the better the dart performance will be. Drum mag. Now we got some Daka going on. But keep in mind, if you hold this here, you can't put your scavenger sight on it. Son of a... I'm trying to fire on my audience. Contentious objector. Alright. Say your prayers. Hey, no hard feelings. It's a bamboo dart! Alright, do not put bamboo darts in this thing. So help me God. That being said, I do like this blaster. Ooh, it almost happened again. It did happen again! I love bamboo darts when they're in the blasters that they need to be in. Anyway, I gotta get this thing packed and ready to ship out. They're my thumbnails. Okay, so some bamboos if you just commit, I guess. It'll eat bamboo if it wants to. Thank you for your continued support. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.